I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rockin' Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. What's good, party people? Welcome to this thing I'm calling the Knicks Morning Drive, even though it's not morning. My intent was for it to be that. I set everything up for it to be that. And then life happens. So salute to everybody watching this. Salute to everyone watching this, and thank you for watching. And if you are not subscribed, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to the channel so that you are aware of whenever this channel goes live, and so that you can get dope Knicks content as soon as we can put the Knicks content out. And if you like what you're hearing, smash that like button. Support your peoples. Right? All right. Shout out to Malik Shabazz. Shout out to Malik Shabazz. Okay, I see you. What's good, fam? Let me get right into this thing. I have this thing that's been bothering me. And I've been wanting to talk to y'all about it for a minute. Right? Y'all know I try to be fair. Right? I try to be fair. And sometimes what it looks like in me trying to be fair and trying to be reasonable, it may give the impression that I'm on the fence. Like, yo, Uncle Freezy on the fence, man. He be flip-flopping one way or the other, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Adam, what's good, man? I see you. What's good, boss? And by being fair and neutral, if you're on one side of the topic or another, it may look like, yo, Uncle Freezy just, he always be, nah, if you on one side and I'm neutral to you, it may give the impression that I'm moving the goalposts. But I'm not about to do that, right? What I want to do is show y'all something. I'm going to get right to what they call the nitty-gritty. You see it. What I have on the screen right now is RJ Barrett's shot chart for this season. What I have on the screen is RJ Barrett's shot chart for this season, and I'm going to talk to you guys about this for a little while, right? Because I have all this built up, what you might call frustration, Yo, Ant is in the building. Yo, the son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. What's good, boss man? Yo, what I want to do is get cut right to the chase. I want to get down to what they call the nitty-gritty. RJ Barrett can't shoot. RJ Barrett can't shoot. Right? Let me be fair. Let me be blunt. Let's be honest yet reasonable. RJ Barrett can't shoot. And here's the thing. RJ Barrett can't shoot, but he takes a lot of shots. Let me go back to this thing. I hope I'm not. Yeah, let me go back to this. I don't want to disrupt that. I want to go back here. Let me find. Okay, let me go back here. It's like I'm an old man. It's like I'm a old man all of a sudden. Who let the dog out? That's get those kids off my lawn. That's what I feel like all of a sudden, right? As I search through data. At the moment, I'm mining for data. I want to show you what it is that I'm talking about. I don't want it to be one of those things where it seems like I'm just talking aimlessly, right? RJ Barrett this season takes 16 shots a game and he makes 7 of them. RJ Barrett takes 16 shots a game on average and makes 7 of them, right? That is 43%. RJ Barrett takes 5.5 3-pointers a game and makes 1.7 of them for a percentage of 31.7. RJ Barrett takes 5.3 free throws a game for a percentage of 74.6. Right? But he averages 19.8 points a game off 16 shots. But let me tell you something. RJ Barrett can't shoot. Aha! Hey, listen, I see somebody already. I have my Huckleberry. I was hoping somebody in the chat would say something egregious, and I have my Huckleberry. Bam! There you are. I have my Huckleberry. So, Kerry Cox, our friend. Yo, DB Sports is in the building. What's good? Yo. I see you. So I have my Huckleberry. Kerry Cox says 43% is league average. Got him. Got him. I was hoping somebody would be the Huckleberry in there, and there he is. Now, mind you, this is friendly between me and Kerry Cox. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Kerry Cox, man. I enjoy the son of the legend being here all the time. Right? I appreciate that. But Kerry Cox, for this conversation, is our Huckleberry. He says RJ Barrett shoots league average. And for that reason, I came prepared with a shot chart. Corey Lee is in the building. What's good, man? So, first of all, what I'd like to show you is look at RJ Barrett's shot chart, right? RJ Barrett is shooting 37% from the corner for three. That's not league average. League average is about 43%. From the other corner, RJ Barrett is shooting 29.2% from the other corner three. A wing player is shooting 22.9%. Excuse me. 22.9% from three. Right? About 36 from one wing, 33 from the other wing. RJ Barrett is shooting 22% from the straight on three. Those are egregious. Those numbers are embarrassing for a top three pick. A top three wing player, a top three pick that's a wing player, is shooting 22.9% from the corner on threes. Right? But that's okay. Right? Because we would assume if you can't shoot threes, then maybe you're a elite finisher at the rim. At the rim, RJ Barrett is 277. That's made field goals on the season out of a possible 534. The league average on shots around the basket is about 60%, 60.3. RJ Barrett is an embarrassing 51.9. So if you can't shoot the three and you can't finish inside, then what are you doing? Shout out to Corey Lee and Jay Boogie, man. I see y'all. Ed Winning is in the building. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie says, "What's good with the chat? Blessings to you on this beautiful day. Flowers to everybody this Monday afternoon. We get turned up. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, Calm. Listen, I got you. You hit me out on this though. Hit me out on this because I'm not killing RJ. When I'm not saying RJ is a bad player, I just said RJ Barrett can't shoot. Stay with me on it though. Stay with me on it. I'm not killing RJ Barrett as a player. I'm saying RJ Barrett can't shoot. And I know for a lot of people, that's basically stating the obvious. That's stating the obvious, right? RJ Barrett can't shoot. Do we wish, as Knicks fans, do we wish RJ Barrett could shoot better? Yes. But RJ Barrett has regressed as a scorer. Let me put it to you that way. RJ Barrett has regressed. And when you look at RJ Barrett's shot chart, look at where most of these shots are coming from, right? Either in the paint or beyond the three-point line. You see the shot chart. The shot chart is right here. RJ Barrett can't finish at the rim, nor can he shoot from three. And what does this mean? Why did I bring up RJ Barrett? Like, of all the topics to talk about in Knicks universe, why am I talking about RJ Barrett can't shoot, especially when our Knicks came off of a game where they looked impressive against the Lakers, right? I'm with you. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not bashing RJ. I don't wish any ill will to RJ. I don't want to trade him. I don't want to bench him. I want him to stay on this path. What I would like to do, though, however, is offer a solution. What I would like to do is offer up a solution for RJ. Right? Because I understand, listen, Tom Thibodeau is doing the same thing to Julius Randle. Either get in the paint or shoot the three. Analytics are telling us that anything that is not a three or a dunk is a bad shot. Wacko is in the building. What's good, man? Wacko. What's good, boss? Tom Thibodeau is basically telling these guys, if it's not a three, then it should be a shot in the paint, a dunk, a layup. Andrew College is in the building. AK, what's good? Yeah, I saw that Jimmy G thing. I see it. Heck Rivera is in the building. Heck Rivera in the building. Okay. Ideally, what I'd like to see. First of all, let me get on the 3-pointers with RJ. Right? RJ Barrett is not a rhythm shooter. He's not. RJ Barrett is not a dribble shooter. RJ Barrett. Hey, Alex Rivera, what's good? Okay. I see you. What's good, boss man? RJ Barrett is not a rhythm shooter. RJ Barrett, right, is not. RJ Barrett is not a shooter. In order for RJ Barrett to be a great shooter, RJ Barrett has to have everything go absolutely right. DP in the building. What's good, man? DP. Yo, Staffadan is in the building. What's good, Staffadan? Hey, Staffadan, let me make you laugh. Staffadan, hold on. Let me make you laugh. Guess what? So, Staffadan, remember I told you that I felt like my people was from Haiti, right? I never had proof. Remember I told you I felt like my people was from Haiti, right? And some of the past things, you hear me say, shout out to 1805. You know what I'm saying? When I hear like names like Toussaint, I'll be like, what's up, brother? Staffadan, you remember that? How I always shout out Haiti. Everybody be talking about where they from. And I used to be like, hey, yo, shout out to Haiti. Because I felt like, my people was from Haiti. Right? Staffadan, guess what? My people are not from Haiti. I found out my people are from a place called Nigeria. So your man, Uncle Freezy, is Nigerian. Yes. Your man's family is from Nigeria. I want to share that with my man, Staffadan. Salute to my friend, Staffadan, man. That's my man's. Me and Staffadan on occasion go to games and all of that, man, and hang out. Shout out to Staffadan. And through all of it, respect to my people from the Caribbean and from Haiti. But your man's, yes, me. Look at me, Nigerian, right? Nigerian. But anyways, let me get back to this point though. There's a point that I want to get to with with RJ. And kind of with Randle. Kind of with Randle. Sapase! East Blue Drew in the building. It was good, boss. It was good. All right. So let me get back to this point. Hey Adam, I see you. I don't know. Let me get finished with this. Right? I got to get this stuff out because when I open up the panel, for one, a lot of times dudes come up, they don't even want to hear. They get off track, and they, you know what I'm saying. So let me get through this because I know sometimes people have a lot of stuff they want to say, and I have a topic out there, and then I'm talking about RJ Barrett and how we can fix RJ Barrett. Right now I'm talking about how we can fix RJ Barrett, and then people will come on and they'll talk about how we need to fire Tibbs. I ain't ready for that yet. Todd Bobby's in the building. Corey Lee talking about now we're gonna get more light skin jokes. I'm Nigerian, bro. I got proof. I got proof. I took the DNA thing. Man, it's Nigeria all over the place. This place called the Congo. You ever heard of the Congo? And it's another place. I forget. And I closed the tab. I ain't gonna look it up now at the time. But basically, I did the joint, and it's like Nigeria, the Congo, and some European places. I think there's some Italy, some England, a little bit of that. Yeah, Anthony Alvarado. Yep, the Republic of the Congo. Right, that's it. But not as much. It's majority Nigeria. But anyway, on to I just want to say that to make Staffadan laugh. I wanted to say that. So shout out to my man Staffadan. Right? But here's the thing. RJ Barrett can't shoot, right? And the thing about it is that a mechanism created by RJ Barrett, or is it what Tom Thibodeau's offensive system requires? RJ Barrett learning to shoot in places that he's not comfortable shooting. And so it puts him in a place where the shots that he takes on a nightly basis are bad shots for him. The smoking Nick is in the building. Okay, Princeton. I'm learning. All right. CAA Mafia is in the building. King Ribby. Okay, I see you. Knicks will be 26 champs. I see you. Hey, Knicks in 26. I appreciate that. Because I didn't know my family lineage. I didn't know until I got the results today. I was listening to family members try to tell me, and they was all over the place. They like, well, we got Indian in our family, and then the DNA tests come back, and nobody is from North America. Not a drop is from North America, or Central America, or South America. Just think what West Coast of Africa and Miss Mo, what's the name of Great Britain? The West Coast of Africa and Great Britain. JJ is in the building. What's good, JJ? I'm gonna get back to the RJ point though. I want to, because I have several things that I want to talk about, and I know one of them is gonna make y'all really upset, but I'm just gonna ask you to be patient with me as I get through these topics. Just be patient with me and hear me out, and then I invite all the feedback so that we can get through it together. So I saw Julius Randle take some shots yesterday in the Lakers game, right? I saw Randle take some shots in the game yesterday, and I questioned myself, why is he taking that shot? Yo, salute to Malik Shabazz. Shout out, man. Thank you for helping support your continued support. Yo, Paris Duggar is in the building. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Hey, Paris Duggar, if you watching this, look at me, bro. If you watching it, I guess if you listening to it, whatever. But if you watching it, man, I've been missing you all week. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. For real. Like Paris Duggar, bro. I've been missing Paris Duggar like all week. Like, you know, Paris Duggar is my Teflon Don. Right? So shout out to Paris Duggar, but that's all the compliments you're gonna get today. That's it. I ain't complimenting you no more. Just want you to know that I missed the interaction, but that's it. Now it's back to us being us, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I wanted to do. And listen, y'all be patient with me as I interact with the chat, because the chat is the real reason why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? To interact with the chat, chop it up, talk about some stuff, give y'all what I'm thinking, you know. Paris Doug is like, yo, I'm just a bad pity. Right. Nah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. But listen, here's my thing about RJ, right? Is RJ's failings a mechanism that he derived, or is he simply a cog or a piece in a system that needs for him to be that cog or piece in a system? Does RJ Barrett not pull up in the mid-range because he doesn't not like shooting mid-range shots? Or is Tom Thibodeau and his offense telling RJ, you have to do these things in order for our system to be effective? And in my mind, as I watched Julius Randle take some questionable shots yesterday, as I watched RJ Barrett take some questionable shots yesterday, I came to the conclusion, I came to my own conclusion that Tom Thibodeau is forcing them to play the game this way. Wow, the Bears just signed Tremaine Edwards. Okay. Tremaine Edmonds, my bad. Tremaine Edmonds. Okay. My thing is with is RJ Barrett a system? Is he adhering to a system, or is he playing his game? I know that there is some level of both, right? I know there's some level of both, but it's not 50-50, right? When I watched Randle shoot a 3 over Anthony Davis, and it was a brick. And I'm not criticizing Randle, by the way. I'm not. Because Randle had a good game yesterday. RJ had a good game yesterday. Right? And Allah Wise says, I can't see Tibbs telling RJ that when Brunson and Randle take middies all the time. Right. Right. But Brunson, Allah Wise, Brunson is a guard. And what I'm saying is all these pieces do different things. Right? That's why when I said, is RJ Barrett basically a piece to a system? That's what I was meaning, right? I don't mean every player in the offense does the same thing. What I'm saying is Tibbs may need the forwards to do a certain thing. He may need his center to do a certain thing. And he needs his point guard to do a certain thing. And he needs his shooting guard to do a certain thing. Like Tibbs likes to have his shooting guard. Tibbs like to have his shooting guard play off the ball and not touch it. That's from what I see. I don't remember Tibbs running the. I don't remember Tibbs legit running the offense through. Who was the shooting guard when Tibbs first got here? Wayne Ellington, Reggie Bullock. I don't remember Tibbs running the offense through Bullock or Ellington or Fournier or whoever the off guard is. Grimes, Hart. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of his system is what I'm getting at. Right? Wayne Martinez. What's good, boss? Hey, good to have y'all here, man. Good to see y'all, man. And so what I'm getting at is I understand RJ Barrett gets carte blanche to be creative and shoot as much as he wants. But I think Tibbs is saying you can shoot it as much as you want as long as you do these two things. Take the ball to the basket, shoot open threes. Take the ball to the basket, shoot open threes, right? If you start taking these mid-range shots and all of that stuff, and the defense don't have that far to run and blah, blah, blah. You feel me? So what I'm looking to do is find a reason why RJ Barrett goes to the rim constantly, even though he know his shot is in risk of being blocked. And sometimes not even by centers, sometimes by guards. Like, why you keep going to the rim every night, all night long, if you know the result is basically going to be the same? Why? Why would you do that? And simply put, I think it's because Tibbs wants RJ to threaten the rim. And CAA Mafia hit it. Look. Now we talking. Third options are usually efficient off ball scorers. RJ isn't that. And I'm trying to figure out why that is. Why that is. Why when Brunson. Yo, Greeny is in the building. What's good, Greeny? It's my dog right there. What's good, boss? Hope you and the fam is fantastic. Is this a RJ Barrett thing? Is this a Tibbs thing? And here's a bigger question. Why is that important to Uncle Freezy? Why is that important to Knicks fans? Man, child, watch it. What? Hey, where man, child at? Where man, child at? Watch it, man, child. Watch it. I know it's mid-afternoon. But hey, man, child, easy, big fella. Easy, big fella. Easy, big fella. CWC is in the building. What's good, boss? So why is this fact, or why is this search important to Uncle Freezy, right? It's all about perception. It's all about, yo, Rob the Nick is in the building. Okay, look at Rob. I see you. I see you, boss. I must have talked to Jay Boogie about you earlier. I was like, yo, where Rob the Nick at? T. Williams in the building. G Money is in the building. Okay. The encyclopedia is here. Y'all, listen, y'all be patient with me. Let me get these topics out first. Then I'll put the link in the chat for everybody to chop it up and all that stuff. Let me get these topics. I got two more. That I want to speak to y'all about. And then I'm going to open it up and we'll just chop it up. So why is it important to Uncle Freezy to know if it's RJ Barrett going rogue and just going to the rim without regard for the Knicks system, or if it's Tibbs making that kid go to the rim relentlessly if it's a part of a system? The reason why it's important to me is because as a Knicks fan, I want to know if RJ Barrett is a future piece or not. Because if he's just disregarding what the coaching staff says, get him out of here. Or if he's doing 100% what the coaches say, then I have to throw him a lifeline, because I've been hard on RJ. So it's all about perception and what I'm thinking about this young player. It has nothing to do with RJ Barrett's professional career. It's all about me. It's all about y'all. What y'all think, what I think. Big Kev is in the building. Wild Boy Trey is in the building. What up? Okay. It's all about our perception of what we're watching. Is RJ Barrett and Julius Randle going rogue and just doing whatever they want to do, regardless of what this coach is saying? Or are they doing exactly what the coach is saying, and we're getting these results? Because once we find out the answer, we will think about these players differently. Why Julius Randle coming out jacking up all these threes at the beginning of the game? Is Tibbs telling him to do that? Or is Randle doing that on his own? Why does RJ Barrett start off every game slow, going to the rim, getting his shot blocked by Spud Webb? I'm sorry about disrespecting the top 3 pick, y'all. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Uncle Freezy told the funny. It's just a joke. Don't go on Twitter and be like, Uncle Freezy said RJ Barrett out here get his shot blocked by Muggsy Bogues. It's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Relax, Knicks fans. I just told a joke. That's it. I love RJ Barrett, right? I love RJ Barrett as a player. Relax. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's somebody gonna go back on. They're gonna be on Twitter. Like, look at this clip of Uncle Freezy, and it's gonna be 10 seconds of me saying RJ Barrett got his shot blocked by Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues. Yeah, man. So I'm asking you, the chat, do you believe this is all RJ Barrett? And is that his game? Does he just go to the basket? Is that his game? Or is Tom Thibodeau forcing him to be that? Right? And the same thing with Randle. A lot of our frustration at times, and listen, the Randle meter goes like this, right? Right? The Randle meter goes like this. Because as Knicks fans, our relationship with Randle is not steady Eddie. Because quite frankly, aside from people like me and maybe 3 or 4 others in the entire Knick universe, a lot of people don't trust Randle. I do, right? But whatever. I don't drive the bus, right? But is Tibbs making Randle shoot those threes out the gate? Does Tibbs make Randle come out the gate firing, shooting those threes, then put the ball on the floor and go to the rim? Does the threes early on open up his game going to the basket? It's just something I want. It's just something I thought about as I'm recovering from torn knee ligaments and all that stuff. I'm legit laying on the bed with like 1,000 pillows under my knee and can't get back to the computer. I be on, all day since I can't legit like work doing the stuff that I normally do. So I'm taking this time to think about stuff and get on Twitter, social media, and chop it up over there since I can't, legit be over here all the time or whatever. Right? Like me and a few other people. All right, let me do this. I want to show you this. So this is the third topic I'm going to talk about, right? This is the third topic I'm going to talk about, right? But before I get there, I'm going to put a bow in this RJ Barrett can't shoot thing and give us some time to think about it, right? But here's one of the things that I want to talk to you about. This is the second thing. And this is an exclusive. This is an original. And I know this is going to rock the boat and it's going to make some people mad. But listen, don't be mad at me yet. Just hear me out on it, right? Just relax. I know people want to jump out the window already. They at the windowsill, like, Uncle Freezy about to say something crazy. Yeah, I'm about to say something absolutely bonkers. And here goes. I don't trust Jalen Brunson. I don't trust Jalen Brunson. Do I like Jalen Brunson? Yes. Do I love what he's doing for the Knicks? Absolutely. Paris Douglas says, I just wish Randle would trust his helpers. Trust. I feel you. I feel you on that. We're gonna chop it up right after people stop jumping out of windows. I don't trust Jalen Brunson. And I know everybody's gonna jump out the window. Yo, Uncle Freezy, what are you saying? I don't trust Jalen Brunson. I don't think this magic carpet ride is going to last. And here's why. Here's why. I don't think Jalen Brunson's body is built to sustain the pounding of being a primary ball handler without help. I don't think Jalen Brunson's body can sustain the pounding of being a primary ball handler and playmaker in the NBA without him having help. I've watched Jalen Brunson all year, and all year long, we've seen Jalen Brunson deal with we've seen him get banged up all year. Let me phrase it that way. We've seen Jalen Brunson get banged up all year. And all I could think is that man is as tough as a Waffle House steak, right? But the thing about that is you can only be tough for so long before you start to break down. I admire Jalen Brunson. Mentally, I couldn't have asked for more. I could not have asked for more mental toughness from a New York Knicks point guard. I couldn't have. I admire Jalen Brunson in a way. I respect Jalen Brunson's game. Right? Every time I see him, I think little big man. That's what I think. Every time I see Jalen Brunson, little big man. I be thinking Napoleon when I see him. Right? But I can't bring myself to trusting Jalen Brunson doing all this stuff is going to be able to stay healthy for us. Not this season, because this season is almost over. What, we got like 12 games? Not this season, right? But I'm saying over the life of this contract, can Jalen Brunson stay healthy? Do you honestly, as a Knicks fan, think about this. As a Knicks fan, have you ever watched Jalen Brunson, say, a week or two? Just a week or two, just in general, whatever week or two, whenever it is. This season, have you watched Jalen Brunson for about a week or two and not see him leave the floor and go in the back to get checked on? Have you seen it? Have you seen a stitch of, say, anywhere from 8 to 12 games where Jalen Brunson did not leave the floor to go in the back to get checked? And I'm not knocking Jalen Brunson. I love what Jalen Brunson is bringing to our Knicks. But is his reckless, abandoned style sustainable? Like, what guard in the NBA is going to throw his body in front of Giannis to take a charge 2 or 3 times a game? What guard in the NBA is going to see Joel Embiid to the rim and just peel off of Embiid and get in front of Embiid and take a charge? Right? And so I'm not knocking Brunson. I'm not saying that Brunson's a bad person, a bad player, a bad teammate, a bad with the media, bad with the fans. I'm saying he's excellent across the board. But what I don't think is sustainable is Jalen Brunson staying healthy. I just don't think it's sustainable. I welcome the conversation. I want y'all to bring it on. Prove me, listen, and you don't have to prove me wrong. because it's my opinion, and my opinion is my own, just like your opinion is your own. But what you could do though is reassure me that my man can stay healthy. And I know that sounds like a weak way out. Like, I ain't gonna do that, Uncle Freezy. You crazy. What I'm saying is my opinion is my own. And your opinion is your own. And the reason why I have this platform here is because I invite you to share your opinion on Knicks stuff. I invite you to share your opinion on Knicks stuff. It's why I do it. Right? My thing is, though, I watch him go to the rim and attack dudes taller than him on a nightly basis. I watch him step in front of freight trains every night, right, and get himself up. I see him sometimes hobble try to walk it off, go to the bench, sit, take a deep breath, drink it, take a sip of water, and go. Like, I don't like to say warrior, right? And I don't like to say stuff like NBA players are warriors, NBA players are soldiers. Nah, they ain't none of that. I'll leave that for cats like in the military, to our veterans, right? But what I will say about Jalen Brunson is that he is tough. Not just with this, but with this and what's in here. Jalen Brunson is tough. But how long can you play that style without breaking down? How long can you be tough? Right? How long can this thing last before we're like, man, this Jalen Brunson thing, it was good while it lasted, but maybe we need to, draft us a point guard or promote quickly and have Brunson coming off the bench. How long it's going to be before we start having that conversation? Maybe like 2 years? Maybe 2.5 years? And if that's the case, fine, because that means we get 2.5 years of elite point guard play from Jalen Brunson before he breaks down. I'm okay with that. But in my mind, a guy this tough is not going to save himself from guess who? Himself. When guys are that tough mentally and emotionally and physically, they will not save themselves from themselves. Like, okay, maybe I need to stop taking charges. Okay, maybe I need to stop going inside like that. Maybe I need to, find maybe I need to take my 6-foot frame against 7-footers and just bring them out to the perimeter and go by them. Why? Maybe I need to stop going into the lion's den and getting physically accosted for my own health and for the sake of the team. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, right? But listen, this is not me trying to get Jalen Brunson to change his game. This is me trying to understand how long this Jalen Brunson magic carpet ride is going to last. Because guys that size doing what he does don't last in the NBA. They don't. They become Steve Francis, right? They become 28-year-olds that are no longer them former selves. And you're like, hey, man, he only 28. They become Derrick Roses. Man, he only 28, 27, 28, man, blah, blah, blah. They become guys like Gilbert Arenas, who are out of the game before they get to that 33, 34, 35, 36 range. And while I'm not saying I don't appreciate Jalen Brunson, I love it. I love it. I love what Jalen Brunson is bringing to this team. I love it. I love the leadership. I love the clutch factor. I love the chemistry. I love the synergy. I love the leadership. But dudes that size doing what he does don't last long. They just don't. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way for me to put it, but dudes like Kevin Johnson of the Phoenix Suns have to eventually evolve their game, because you can't dunk on a center 2 times a game every game for 20 years. You do it for about 6 years, and then you got to find other means. And so, again, did Jalen Brunson magic carpet right? I love it. I wish we can get it for 10 years. But that's unrealistic. Maybe we can get it for two more years, maybe 3 years. But eventually, the physicality of the NBA catches up to everyone. It just does. It's a physical game. It's a professional sport played at the highest level. And this year, we've seen Jalen Brunson leave the court due to, I don't want to say hurt, right? I don't want to put that on him. I don't want to say injury either, because I don't want to put none of that stuff on him. But in certain games, you've seen Jalen Brunson leave in order to address some stuff. I don't want to say Jalen Brunson with injuries or Jalen Brunson got hurt. I don't want to say any of that stuff, because I don't want to have that ridiculous narrative in the atmosphere. But Jalen Brunson plays a physical style of ball, and at his size, eventually the chickens are going to come home to roost. And my fear is that it's going to come sooner than later. And what makes me nervous is I've seen Jalen Brunson leave games this season. I hadn't watched a month of Knicks basketball without Jalen Brunson walking off the floor at least twice, at least 3 times. And for that reason, I don't trust Jalen Brunson. Not because he's a bad player, because he's a great player. Best production we had at point guard since Michael Ray Richardson. Jalen Brunson has been a godsend. Jalen Brunson has been a lifeline. Jalen Brunson has been a beam of light through the storm, right? But how long does this last? How long does this last? Right? All right. So I got that out there. I'm going to introduce a topic, and then I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Because I know I got y'all. But this is what I do every day. When I'm here, this is what you expect. Is this not what you expect? I call myself the number one chief rocker because I'm the number one chief rocker. Topics like this I do this. And I'm sorry if I'm rocking the boat for those that are new. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, wait a minute. I thought we was just going to talk about the box. Hey, nah. All right. Here's one more thing. I'm just going to speak to this point for a few minutes, and then I'm going to throw the link in the chat so we can get busy. Right? All I'm asking is if you come up here, don't be whack. And what I'm asking, if you come up here, man, if you can, I like for you to have your cameras on. Right? No background noise, all the stuff that I used to say 2 years ago. Right? I felt like but let me just reiterate. Right? And just be respectful of people that's talking. When they talking, then you know what I'm saying, let them get their point out. I'll tell them when to hurry up and when to be quiet. But for the most part, let's just but here's the third thing I want to talk to y'all about and chop it up just real quick. Can we trust Julius Randle as a leader? Can we pin our championship aspirations on Julius Randle? Has Julius Randle proven to you that we can trust him to be the co-leader of our franchise? Has Julius Randle proven enough? Has he been here long enough? Has Julius Randle earned your respect? Has Julius Randle earned your trust? For my money, I say he's closer than what we admit. I know a lot of you guys want to say, no, I don't trust Randle. Yes, you do. Because when Randle was an all-star, ain't nobody said nothing. When Randle gets on his tears, when Randle embarks on the Randle revenge tour, all the Randle haters are quiet. Like, yeah, that's what I've been wanting. That's what I've been wanting to see. That means you trust him. Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. My main man, Paris Duggar, says we can trust Randle if he starts trusting his guys. Bim. I'm going to speak. Paris Duggar, you read my mind. I'm going to speak to that. That's my ammo right there. All right, so I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Don't be whack or I'm going to boot you. That's just how it is. Right? Don't be whack or I'm going to boot you. Oh, and the other thing, too, I can't play the intros no more. YouTube is charging me every time I play them. Some kind of type of licensing thing. So YouTube is charging me. So I got to figure out, I got to create my own beats. So if you got beats out there, if you're a beat maker producer, submit some stuff, man, so we can get these intros and stuff right. YouTube bugging. YouTube is on my back like a YouTube be on my back. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So there's a link in the chat. If you want some, come get some. Don't be whack, right? Don't have a whole bunch of background noise. I'm gonna just boot you out the thing, right? Adam, what's good, boss?
Yeah, what's good, Uncle Freeze? Long time no see, boss.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's up, Mets? What's good, man?
Hey, Mets, what's going on?
Not much. I mean, I had to put down my dog recently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. How old was your dog?
13. You've seen him once. You've seen him at least once or twice when I brought him on.
Okay. Okay.
He was that little Shih Tzu dog.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sad to hear that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of all things to get him, he swallowed a twist tie, and we had to put him down.
Oh man, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, all right.
How you feeling, boss?
Man, I'm all right, man. I'm still recovering from.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering. Just I'm just put it like that.
I hear you.
Yeah,
well,
man.
First of all, I want to talk to you about RJ Barrett. Yeah, I agree. He's not a good shooter. Behind 3-point line, mid-range shots. He's mostly good when he attacked the basket. When RJ takes the ball to the basket, That's what his most greatness is at. When he starts shooting 3-pointers or mid-range shots, that's not RJ's game. And I feel that RJ needs to stop, shooting outside shots and attack the basket more, because that's what he does best.
I agree.
Second,
How is that what he does best when he is the league worst at that? Are you saying that he does it the most often, or is he good at it?
he's good at it.
Yeah,
When he
statistics
dribbles the
say
ball to the
otherwise.
basket, he's good at it.
Statistics say otherwise. Statistics say he's awful, terrible.
Especially when he does those wonky little layups that just bounce off.
Yeah, some of his layups are pretty lame. I mean, he just throws that ball off the glass too high to the point that he doesn't make the bucket.
You see the screen right here, right? All right.
Yeah.
So league average is 60.3. That means to be a grilled cheese sandwich, to be a ham sandwich, you finish at 60.3%, right?
Or higher.
RJ, yeah, or higher, right. But RJ Barrett is about 8 percentage points below that. So what is under in terms of what RJ Barrett is finishing at the rim? What's below in a house? What's below your basement? A cellar? RJ Barrett is in the cellar when it comes to finishing at the rim. Terrible. And this is not me. I'm looking. This is the site right here, StatMuse. The category I searched, RJ Barrett shot chart, and here it says RJ Barrett has shot 43% from the floor, overall 31.7 from three, and 63 games, right? And then you go down and you see his shot chart, and RJ Barrett is not good at that either.
31.7 shots for three. That number is wrong. His shots behind the 3-point line is much lower than that.
No, it's
not. Because he's not consistent.
Yeah, I'm looking at ESPN.com right now, and they have the same number, 31.7.
No, I look at his shots behind the 3-point line at 20%. 31 is too high.
All right.
If RJ was knocking down 3-point shots consistently, every time he shoots it and it goes down, then I can see his shots 35%. But he makes one, he misses the next three. That's not 31.7%. You know what I mean? So I don't want to talk too long. You saying that you don't trust Jalen Brunson?
Julius Randle.
I disagree.
All right, hold on. So ESPN.com says, and it's right here on the screen, 31.7. Those are facts. Those are. Yeah, well, the world don't go by atom numbers.
Yep. It said 34.2 that he shot last year from behind the arc.
Let me go back to it. 34.2, yes, sir. Yep. And for his career, he shoots 34.6. This is a down season. Is what I'm basically getting at.
I agree that for RJ this year, it's been a massive step back. I mean, whether or not that relates to the broken finger he suffered in January or not, that's up for debate.
Right.
I kind of think it might relate to that broken finger.
Right. It may. It may. Right. It may. But even then, right? If it's a part of the lacerated finger and hand and ligaments and all of that stuff, why are you still taking that many threes if you know you can't shoot it?
It's sucking.
You know what I mean? Is it if it's not a part of your game for the short term, then just don't allow it to be a part of your game for the short term. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, if it's raining outside, put an umbrella up. You can't fight the weather. Just put an umbrella up. It's not going to rain every day. That's what I'm saying with RJ. If you're struggling from a thing, just relax. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just relax. Hey, and Alawaz says last year y'all said trade Randle, give RJ the keys. Funny the difference a day makes. Yep, the difference in 1 day, right?
Grant,
Right, one a day. Do y'all trust Julius Randle as a leader?
No.
If he keeps his emotions on a leash, yes. But if he lashes out the way he did on Saturday in that loss to the Clippers, no, I don't.
I don't trust him.
Okay.
Randle just continues to bark at the officials. I don't blame him because most of the time he's not getting the calls.
Right.
But he needs to keep his cool.
I mean,
and that's the reason why I don't trust him.
I mean, everyone could see that this year it was Brunson who's been the floor general. I mean, you look at the game that happened on Saturday and how horrible Randle was, not just with his gameplay, but with also his behavioral pattern. I mean, he needs Brunson out there, or at least on the bench, as a security blanket. I mean, Brunson's the blanket to Randle's Linus, and if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have that blanket.
Hey, Mitch, you got to explain who Linus is because some people don't know.
From the Peanuts comics.
Adam, you got echoes going on?
We got echoes.
Yeah, hey, you got to explain who Linus is. I'm sorry.
He's from the Peanuts comic strips.
Right.
He was the one that was always
Charlie. Yeah, that's Charlie Brown's confidant.
Right, and always carrying that blanket around. His sister Lucy would always try to take away from him, and whenever he was out of range of it for a certain length of time, he'd start having fading spells.
Yeah.
And would often either grab a curtain, one of Snoopy's ears, or wherever he could get his hands on it, only for his sister to rush up to him and say, "No substitutes."
Right. He go through anxiety disorder. Like he couldn't handle the separation. Right. He needed that. Right.
And with how Randle heavily relied on Brunson for most of this year, I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
If Brunson's not within arm's reach of Randle, whether he's on the court or not, Randle basically collapses in the heat.
What if I told you that this burden of carrying the Knicks is heavier than we anticipate? And when one of the guys is out, whether it's Randle or Brunson, then say when Randle is not there, not available, is Brunson by himself, then Brunson has to carry the entire load by himself. Or when Randle is not there, when Brunson's not there, Randle has to carry the entire burden by himself. And it's difficult. You think, is there anything to that?
It's possible, but I'm just saying that the way the dynamic has been between those two, it's been Randle's Linus and Brunson's the blanket. At least that's how I'm looking at it.
Right.
And when you look at it from that angle, if Brunson's not anywhere within close proximity of Brunson, he starts going through this fit, and I don't think any of the guys, whether it's RJ, Obi, Quickly, Grimes, Hart, Mitch, Hartenstein, Deuce, I don't think any of them can be a suitable substitute.
Adam, let me see if Adam, have you seen a 40 or 50 point game from anyone outside of a triple double, a huge game from anyone on the Knicks roster aside from Randle or Brunson? Have you seen any other Knick do it twice?
No.
From anyone else?
Nope.
I
have not.
So
in my big games, we're talking like 40 plus games, right?
Or maybe like a triple double, maybe like 15, 10, and 10, or a game with like 10 rebounds and 5 blocks, something weird, like 5 blocks, 10 rebounds, 5 steals, something like a huge game, like somebody being the Aquaman to Batman and Superman. Like have we seen a Thor to Captain America and Iron Man? Have we seen anybody step up and be that for the Knicks this year?
No. Not to my knowledge.
Right. Keith Turner's in the building. And the reason why I say that is you don't expect one of those guys to be that for a month or two. But when I watched that Sacramento game, if Emmanuel quickly hits a shot, 2 shots in that game is different. The Knicks rallied all the way back to tie the game, and we have Grimes and Quickly on the floor.
And we got away from playing
to take the lead. They don't. The Kings get the ball. They go on a 9-0 run because Josh Hart can't guard Swiper.
Aaron
right?
Fox.
Yeah.
Right. Because Josh Hart can't guard him. Right. And Randle can't guard Harrison Barnes. And the next thing you know, the top is blown off of the game, and now Julius Randle is upset.
Yep.
And then fast forward to the Clippers game. We start off going to Grimes at first, but then we get away from him
Right.
for one reason or another, and throw in Randle's foul temper at the end of bad temper at the end of the third quarter, and the game more or less gets away from us anyway.
And the game gets away. And mind you, Brunson was not there. So it's Randle and somebody else that needs to step up. And they did not step up in a Brunson way. See, the thing is that what I'm getting at is when Brunson is not there, in order for Randle to be the Randle that we expect, someone else has to put forth a Herculean effort. Because Jalen Brunson, in fairness to Jalen Brunson, he puts together a Herculean effort every night, for the most part, every night. Right? Everybody's going to have an off game or two. Randle had an off game against the Clippers. He had like 5 or 6 off games this year. Jalen Brunson's going to have an off game. In fairness to him, we're all human. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But my thing is, when Randle has those meltdowns, it's usually because he is out there by himself or feels like it. Nobody else is stepping up. Nobody. Right? The Boston game, the reason why you got the best of Randle against the interconference opponent is because Emmanuel quickly stepped up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which allowed RJ and Josh Hart to step up.
Yep.
But on those nights when Brunson is not there,
no one's stepping up to the plate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so Randle has a meltdown. He shouldn't, but he loses because he won. I feel like I'm an advocate. I don't want to be that for Randle because he's a professional basketball player. He don't need a random dude doing a dope show with Mets and Adam to have his back. Right. Or because Randle's check is going to be on time regardless. Randle gets paid a lot of money and it's going to be hit the bank on time. Trust me. So he don't need an advocate. Right. But the thing about it is when we just look at in basketball terms, we need 3 guys every night to step up and be good in order for us to win. And on nights where we just have 1 guy or 1.5, we lose and it frustrates the 1 guy.
Yep.
It's as simple as I could put it. On every night, we need 3 guys. And when one of those guys are not there, we're in jeopardy of losing to anyone, including the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't bring that up.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, letting a 16-point halftime lead get away. Remember leading up in that game, I said trap game, and the way we lost that game essentially reminded us of the game we played against them in November last season when they came down here. It was like a 19 or 14-point lead at the half, and Tin Man Timmy didn't adjust to whatever Clifford was up to, and it basically screwed him over.
And you were absolutely right. I was wrong. You were absolutely right. Right when you said it. I didn't want to think about that because I was thinking about Boston. But you were right. Right? I did not consider the possibility of the game going to overtime. Right? and I did not consider that a team would be exhausted. That's what they looked like against Charlotte, man. They didn't have any fight.
That game should have never went to overtime. First of all, the Knicks should have had that game. But if you watch that game, the Knicks played horrible defense against Hayward and Terry Rozier. They did not play good defense on those two guys.
Hornet game didn't go to overtime.
What?
The Hornet game didn't go to overtime.
No, the Boston game went to double overtime.
Oh.
Yeah, the Boston game went to double overtime.
They didn't go to overtime with Charlotte, right?
No,
they didn't.
No,
Charlotte beat us up one side and fall down another.
Yeah, they played hard with defense against Charlotte. They should have had that game.
Right. It's so ultimately what I'm getting at is, man, it's a long season. We get 82 games. And all 82 are not going to be fantastic. If you're a baseball fan, you know you get 162, right?
Yeah.
And in those 162, all those games are not going to be fantastic. Some days you're going to watch a team play, you're just going to be like, yo, they just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the NFL where you only get 17 of them, where every game, you know, win or lose may determine, you know what I'm saying, whether you make the playoffs or not. When you get 162 of them, bro, you're like, we lost to the Tigers 4-3. We play them tomorrow afternoon at 1:00.
Yeah, and essentially, the other difference is that with baseball, you're playing essentially almost every day. With football, you get minimum 4 days and at most 8 to rest in between.
Right.
Yep. Right. And in baseball, right? And in baseball, you can lose 62 times and still win your division. Right? Think about it. You can lose 62 times in one season, finish the season 162, and you probably won your division. Right? In basketball, you can lose 32 times, finish your season 50-32, and still make the playoffs.
You could say the same for hockey, even though that's a lot harder.
Right. So what I'm saying is sometimes we get so hard on Randle and RJ and Brunson and others that we forget, it's just one in a number. Now, if this is 30 games of the same mess, then I'm concerned, right? If this is 30 days, Randle flipping out, fighting coaches, blah, 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 all of that, then I'm saying get him out of here. If we watching that 30 times, if he's a habitual dude doing that, I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to get out of here so I can put my foot up. I can only do this stuff for so long before I put these legs up. Right, and do what the doctor tell me to do. Thank y'all for coming through, hanging out with me. Mets, we got to do some Mets stuff, bro. Okay.
Oh yeah,
maybe we'll do it. Do some calls during the season.
Yeah. I got to find a cheap way to pay for it. I don't want to pay the $200, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for rocking, man. We'll holler at y'all later, man.
Boss.
Yes, sir. Peace, y'all.